Bowser and Camden Gerhardt. The two getting ready to jump. The whistle to the play as Bowser wins the tip, and off we go.
Well, why not give it to the player to watch, right? Right away.
Right off the bat, Chavez. Down low, Price. He spins, easy layup. First basket belongs to Sean Price. There's the starting five for Bob Jones flashing along the bottom of your screen.
Big height advantage for CSU, so we'll see a lot of those passes inside.
Joe Powell gets it off to Mark Dickerson. Pass intercepted by Chavez. Step back, and he buries it. They count it as a three for Talik Chavez, his first basket of the afternoon.
Well, give him an assist and a bucket right off the bat.
Corner three rings in and out, and a rebound.
Hey, give them all. Stuff the sheet.
Doing a little bit of everything to get the day started. Buskey for three. Off the mark there. Rebound goes right into the hands of Hayes Brush. Joe Powell kicks it outside. Little floater too strong out of the hands of Henry Blair as Sheck Fay will dribble it across the timeline for the Buccaneers.
Good fight for that rebound. You like to see a couple of Bucks going after it.
Pull it from the elbow, Deontay Buskey. And it's an early 7-0 run to start the game. Powell was doubled for a moment. Gonna drive, gets it poked away by Fay. Price, no look pass. Fay goes up and he lays it in off the glass.
Well, it's been a problem for this Bruins team in their couple of games. A lot of turnovers, and the Buccaneers can turn that into an easy basket pretty quickly.
As Fay takes a swipe at that one as well. Gerhardt loses the handle on it. Bodies all over the floor, and it's going to be touched out. It'll be Charleston Southern basketball. And while we have a moment, let's introduce you to the third member of our team, Anna Whitty.
Thank you, Killian. Bob Jones has played the majority of their minutes in their last four games with their starters. However, today, the head coach for the Bruins, Bern Uraro, said he's going to be using more of his bench, which means some of his better on-ball defenders will be playing. Charleston Southern's head coach, Barclay Radebaugh, said that his starting point guard, Talik Chavez, is struggling to find the open man because he is not looking for them. Today, can Bob Jones slow down Charleston offensively and take advantage of them with more of their depth?
Thanks, Anna. As Camden Gerhardt being pestered by Tajay Kelly is going to go out, and we'll give you the Ingles keys to the game.
Well, we talked about it a minute ago. If you're going to have a chance as Bob Jones to keep this tight, you've got to limit turnovers, hit that outside shot. We've not seen either one yet. Of course, with Charleston Southern, spread the wealth and continue to work together as we see. Player to watch with a steal. He's had a little bit of everything.
Chavez now with 5, and you mentioned the turnovers have been a big problem for Bob Jones, coming in today averaging 23 a game. Those are the only two in the official games. His first point still not on the board for Bob Jones. Clinton with a block, and now coming back the other way. Claudell Harris Jr. gives off the Price. Look out!
Oh, wow. He got the ball at the free throw line and just said, here it comes.
Sean Price.
Would you call that a hammer?
I think it's fair, too. He did his best impression of another man that wore number 23, and another block. Price again. The lob. Throw it down.
2 in a row. Woo. What do we have? We're not even at the first media timeout. Killian had 2 slams.
What a start for Charleston Southern, a 17-0 run. As Claudell Harris Jr. nearly picked off another one. Good. Burton Uaro his 5th season at the helm. There's Barclay Radebaugh as his Buccaneers have equaled the number of seasons that he's been in charge here. A 17-0 run to start the game.
Yeah, that's quite a start. 89% shooting for the Bucs and another steal.
Turnover. Caleb Clinton works it way coast to coast, and he'll head to the free throw line.
Well, there hasn't been a lot of cheering if you're the Bruins fans right now, but things have got to get a little better, you would think.
You would imagine, statistically speaking, they already have 4 turnovers. You can make it actually 5 after that last one right there. As Clinton goes to the line, and it's been a struggle to start the day off for the Bruins.
Even the friendly bounce on the free throw, that's points off turnovers. That's number 10, and number 11 possibly coming up.
Caleb Clinton, the freshman from Jefferson, Georgia. He had 13 in his collegiate debut against Johnson and Wales as Jaquavian Florence gets the offensive rebound. Back down low, and there is a turnover from Charleston Southern. Daniel Fuller looked inside, and he'll circle back to the perimeter. Driving, going up through the contact, still no points. As Claudell Harris Jr. brings it up, he's pestered the whole way by Devin Dean. Good crossover by Harris, the layoff, and a foul. That'll send A.J. Hamrick to the line, and while we have a moment, we'll bring in Anna.
In that last timeout, Coach Clay told his team after that 17-0 run by the Buccaneers that they need to start moving offensively. There was too much standing, and they have to find the open man by making some movement up the court.
Thanks, Anna. As Hamrick gets ready to go to the line, that foul is on Elijah Couples, the junior from Harrisburg, North Carolina.
That's a pretty simple way to tell your team maybe a little too much dribbling. Need to pass the ball more. You're not going to dribble past a speedy defense of Charleston Southern, and they're double teaming every chance they get.
Splitting it from the line is Hamrick. Pushed 1-2, wing 3. Still can't take the lid off the bucket. And John, the Bruins, you could walk into this building with a bag of $1 million cash, and I still don't think they'd be able to buy one.
Wow, that's quite a challenge, right? So, yeah, the problem is you're not getting good shots as far as confidence. Right now, everybody's confidence is way down. Even your good shooter, Henry Blair out there, you think he would have scored by now, averaging over 20 points a game. But maybe there'll be a free throw come through and get things started.
Caleb Clinton with some contact as Shek Fay is going to check in, as well as Deontay Buskey. This is a Bob Jones team. They came in today averaging 81.5 points per game. They're coming off of a loss against Montreat College just a few nights ago. They scored 93 in the loss. So this is a team that can certainly score the basketball. Deep 3 straight away. No good. That one out of the hands of Daniel Fuller, as Emory Knox will bring it up for CSU.
Just a one and done. No real passes there. Wow. Bucks now 9 of 10.
Absolutely unfair from Deontay Buskey. Fuller tries to hand it off to Couples. It's pickpocketed. Buskey down low. Hamrick, right hand, look out.
Hamrick got it down. I'll tell you, 3 now. We were discussing this early. We'll see what happens.
The Bucks putting on a slam dunk contest early. Couples catch and shoot too strong. Shek Fay now. Large jump stop, and he gets the roll.
So on the other extreme, you have Charleston Southern with tremendous confidence, right? Everything they're putting up is going in. 10 of 11. So everybody's shooting well.
Here's Devin Dean. Swings it around. Extra pass. Couples. No good. And it's going to be out off of Charleston Southern. 25-0 to start the game.
Now, I'll tell you something. This says a lot about Coach Radebaugh. He is such a competitor. He was upset that they didn't get possession. That one ended up 25-0. He's coaching every minute, no matter what the score is.
Yeah, he certainly is. He's pacing up and down in front of his bench as the ball goes right into the hands of Barclay Radebaugh. He looked ready for that one.
Not a bad play.
I mean, the best part, he was protecting us. That was coming right towards us.
That was good. And the equipment. Mainly the equipment.
That's true. That's the more important part. Fuller looking to drive, kick, corner three. There's the first points. Henry Blair gets the Bruins on the board.
Well, who else? There's your leading scorer coming through.
Buskey has it off the outside of the iron. Fuller, he's going to pull up from three back-to-back.
A little contagious there. Hit one, might hit another, and coach not happy.
Team getting ready to come back out. And that's got to be tough for a team. You don't get all this time together. You look at Charleston Southern. These guys have been together for months now. They've been practicing. They've been in the gym. It's not the case for these players, for Bob Jones.
Yeah, the two exhibitions they've had with Wofford and Georgia Southern, losing big, but you know, those are times like this. You may not have a lot of opportunities to try your offense.
So a foul on Charleston Southern. Travis Anderson called on it. Feels like it's a little bit of a questionable call.
Well, one of the things Coach Radebaugh is saying, the foul took place before he even spun around. So how do you have two shots?
Anderson just had a conversation as Dean misses the first one. The foul's right there.
Yeah, if it was a block, it happened before the spin.
Devin Dean splits him from the line. Charleston native. He actually went to First Baptist High School. As the lobs, Bowser went right through his fingertips. Nearly another highlight reel play and a nifty move from Henry Blair. Nice up and under. Now Price. It's a track meet out here.
He looked like an acrobat coming in from the Cirque du Soleil right there.
Kenny Garrick, high arcing shot. It hits the net, but didn't go through. Buskey extra pass as Price has to pick up his dribble. Bowser, turn, easy basket.
Big height advantage right there, and he just lays it in.
Plus is brought to you in part by Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength. Ingles, low prices, love the savings. Sunbelt Rentals, we have equipment for that. And First Citizens Bank, forever first. Charleston Southern out to a big-time lead. They started the game on a 25-0 run as they lead 29-9 as the ball out off the hands of Sean Price, Killian McClatchy, John Peters, Anna Whitty over on the sidelines today for you. And John, CSU has not missed a step, 13 of 16 from the floor.
Very good shooting now. Bob Jones has bounced back a little bit. They've come back with a 9-4 run, and I think that's what Coach Radebaugh was a little upset about. He does not want no relaxing here as you get way out in front.
Elijah Couples inbounds and gets it right back. Couples. Dean, wing three, too short, goes right into the hands, and it's an offensive foul. Henry Blair got the board but went through the defender.
Guess who drew that charge? Chavez. He's done a little of everything. When he's in the game, he is the center of attention.
You look on at 5 points, 2 rebounds, 3 steals, just took that charge. And if you want to win over a locker room and really be a leader, it's little things like that, right?
Yeah, little things that hurt a lot when you get run over. But that means a lot to your teammates.
Tajay Kelly, he's harassed, and he'll be fouled. There'll be one on the floor. That's on Stephon Hughley.
Well, he was trying to pass it down low, and we might have seen our fourth slam if it had been successful. But not a bad foul. Tie him up in the middle where he can't get that pass.
Harris Jr. catch and shoot in the corner. 1, 2, 3 bounces, no good. But Caleb Clinton's there to clean things up.
The Buccaneers, again, size advantage, really helping out on the boards.
Good crossover, driving through, nifty move by Devin Dean, the third-team NCCAA All-American from last year. Clinton drive, somehow passes it out to Harris Jr. Clinton going to go up through the contact, and he'll head to the line.
But I tell you what, there's an art in drawing a foul, and he just did it right there. Leaning in just enough to get the foul without charging.
Clinton will go to the line. He's got 5 already today. Again, 6 points against Wake Forest last time out. As the first one a little too strong.
Well, coming in, he had the most attempts by any of the Bucks at the free throw line. So getting fouled quite a bit. So maybe that art of drawing a foul is something he's worked on.
As Clinton splits him from the line. This guy's 6'5", 205. He's not afraid to get down low in the paint. Been suffocating defense in the early portion of this game from Charleston Southern. As Bob Jones trying to find somewhere to go with it. Couples gonna drive, rolled around the rim, and now a poke from Devin Dean, but it'll be inbounding the basketball, Charleston Southern.
I'm not sure why the ball was not handed to Chavez instead of trying to, one of the big men dribbling it up is not ideal.
Chavez, deep three, no good as Buskey kind of took a swipe at it. Nice behind the back dribble, foul. Count the basket, and one. Devin Dean.
Sean Price really took a shot as he got called for the block. Looked like a sandwich right here. That hit from both sides.
Anybody that says basketball is not a contact sport, you can show them that play right there.
They've not played, if they say that, right?
Dean, that one hit every square inch of the rim before it fell. He's got 6 now. Chavez stops on a dime and puts it through.
Well, I tell you what, he's looking pretty good right now, Killian. Good choice as player to watch.
Catch and shoot 3, Couples. That one was halfway down. Florence to Buskey. Buskey's fouled, and that was probably a smart foul by Elijah Couples.
Well, Couples, a little bit of complaining there that he might have gotten all ball. I don't know if we'll see it here, but tried to strip it away as he went in. Let's see. Get a good look coming around. Here comes the dribble. And he got him somewhere. I'm not sure where.
Buskey hits the first. That's one of those that you'd categorize as a good foul, though, John, right?
Yes, yes. That, send him to the line, let him earn it.
36-14 now, and back down on the sidelines, here's Anna Whitty.
It's no question that Charleston Southern is bigger physically than Bob Jones. Head coach for the Buccaneers, Coach Radeball, said that it's all about getting their feet wet in the paint today and moving the ball inside and out. They want to find Kelly and Bowser, who each have 2 and 4 points, respectively. As a team, they have 22 points in the paint so far.
There's A.J. Hamrick to add on 2 more.
Well, there's some more points in the paint.
Well, that's something. You look at the last game for Charleston Southern, and there's a bank shot.
Bank's open here on a Saturday.
Certainly is. They don't mind the weekend. Trying to lob it up. They were looking for Hamrick. As Florence, little miscommunication. As here's another 3. Trying to get the roll. Clinton goes up with the rebound. Lincoln Riddle took a hard fall to the hardwood. Clinton underneath the basket. Nice move by the freshman.
Well, nice athleticism there. Changing hands, going with a reverse.
Powell gets it back off, and Riddle. That is a travel. 40.
That's forever first.
South Carolina Sports Medicine offers comprehensive care to treat injuries and relieve pain all under the roof of their specialized facility right across the street from here. Proud to serve as the team physicians for the teams here at Charleston Southern. Learn more at www.scsportsmedicine.com. Call 843-572-BONE. SC Sports Medicine and Charleston Southern out to a blazing start in this game, John Peters.
Amazingly enough, now this is an interesting stat as we watch this foul as the hack through there. Both teams have put up 22 shots. It's amazing that that number is identical. The one that's different is, of course, the shooting percentage. 27% for Bob Jones, 77 for Charleston Southern.
Well, Charleston Southern came out of the locker room this afternoon, and you didn't think they were going to miss all game the way they were playing, whereas on the complete other side, Bob Jones started the game 0 of 11.
It took a while. I think it was probably 6 minutes in before they hit a bucket.
A 25-0 run, as stopping and drawing the foul is Henry Blair.
And all of a sudden, we have a lot of fouls.
That's how things go. It was fast and furious to start the game. We're getting to the portion where we're going to start to pump the brakes just a little bit.
Little fatigue, maybe, and reaching in, not moving your feet as much.
Checking in for the Bruins, number 25, Kobe Grant.
Burton Uaro.
For the Buccaneers, number 23, Sean Price.
There's Blair at the line. The junior from Little Wickey, Georgia. He had 26 points last time out. He scored 25 against Wofford in their exhibition game they played.
And that's a pretty good measure against Wofford and Georgia Southern as a comparison here to Charleston Southern, a Division I team.
Good crossover. Tries to go up and under, but didn't have enough. I think he was looking for a foul. Poked away, but went right to Sheck Fay. Takes a dribble, and he's off the mark for 3.
Not sure Coach was too happy with that shot selection.
Another offensive board, and the Buccaneers looking to run. Fay, coast to coast.
Wow, that was like 4 dribbles, and he's down the floor.
Sheck Fay, 6'7". A little bit of longer strides as Joe Powell tries to go up, gets his own rebound. Trying to put up the 3. That was Kobe Grandstaff. And now the ball bouncing all over the place. Emory Knox, though. As there's going to be a foul and things getting a little out of control.
Yeah, it's unusual when you have a ball bouncing at the free throw line and nobody there to grab it for about half a second. Little helter-skelter, I might say there.
At the line for the Buccaneers, Shaq Fay, shooting 1-1.
So Shaq Fay will go to the line as the Buccaneers are in the bonus, and while Fay's at the line, here's Anna.
In that last time out, Coach Uraro told his team they just need to read better offensively because Charleston Southern is getting a lot of their buckets in transition right now. Charleston Southern has 15 points in turnovers.
And Fay makes them both from the line, double digits. Now for the transfer from Eastern Kentucky.
Just trying to think. Eastern Kentucky, they're the Colonels. Is that right?
Yes, indeed.
Hey.
And there's tripping and slipping, Travis Anderson. That's the second foul on him that you could argue could have gone either way.
LSC. Let's watch Henry Blair. Little step on the foot there. Yeah. A little in the wrong place, the wrong time, get the foul called.
And that's a part of the game for Travis Anderson as Fay steals the inbound, catch and shoot three. What a play, Shaq Fay.
You know, he didn't even think about just, let me take it in there and slam it. He said, let me just step back. I'll hit a three.
That's the part of the game that Barclay Radebaugh loves about Shaq Fay. He is sneaky good from deep, behind the back dribble. Travis Anderson, extra pass. My word.
How about a little underhand scoop for the slam? Oh, and another bank.
Banking in the three, Daniel Fuller. We talked about one of the keys for this game, John, was this Charleston Southern team needs to start to mesh together. And I don't know about you, but it looks like they're coming together pretty nicely today.
I love that extra pass. You mentioned it, and boy, that was led right to that big slam.
Fay, Anderson,
boom. Oh, that's just fun. That's for the fans right here in the Buck Dome.
Harris Jr. with a little style points too, hanging on the rim just a little bit. Max Tidwell. Good ball movement by the Bruins. Now an offensive rebound and going up with it.
And another foul, you know. Who was it, Bobby Knight or somebody? How many passes do you need to make? And he said, one more. One more pass, and you get a good shot. Blair works his way to the line again.
Nice night so far. Got 6 points. The junior came into this one scoring 20 per game.
How about Fay with 13? 13 points for Fay. He's really jumped out in the point lead here in this contest.
Anderson from the elbow. Tajay Kelly. Little tap and helped it into the cup.
What was that, about a 6-inch shot? Maybe a foot?
They all count the same.
That's it.
Offensive
well,
rebound. Another miss. 4 of 18 from beyond the arc. And Bob Jones, they needed to hit their threes. They haven't done so this afternoon.
Interesting change this year in the women's game. The three-point line is now the same as the men's. So several shots in the recent women's game were just inside that line. So you have to adjust. These guys are hitting from all over the place.
That's what we've seen over the last couple of years, the game of basketball. The shooters are able to shoot from further and further out. Quincy Sibley dribbling around, and he's going to get it off to Brush. Brush goes up, nice move, strong finish with the right hand.
That was a very physical play. He was getting hounded all the way through, made the bucket.
Anderson gives it off. Buskey just off the mark. And a good block from behind by Hayes Brush that time.
How about that? Size disadvantage did not matter on that one.
Brush missed just about everything. A football pass. Buskey catches that one like a wide receiver, and he hits the three.
Well, pick a wide receiver. Who do you think? Schwarting?
Dean drives and kicks, and too strong off the back iron from Andrew Ahrens. Has been providing tires with unbeatable quality at an unmatched value. Whatever the vehicle and whatever the terrain, Hercules Tires invites you to ride on our strength. For a retailer near you, visit HerculesTires.com. Anna Whitty mentioned earlier a main thing for this Charleston Southern team was going to be points in the paint, controlling that painted area. They were outscored 44-28 earlier in the week to Wake Forest. But, John, they've done a much better job today.
34-8, and this crowd, you want to see an exciting game if you come in, even if it's a little bit of a blowout, right? And they've seen exciting plays from the Buccaneers, particularly on some of those fast breaks.
Yeah, plenty of fast break points as well. 31 fast break points for Charleston Southern.
Over half of the points scored.
Out and running this afternoon. Another pretty move, but can't get the finish, is Devin Dean. Anderson in transition. And a little too strong. Good offensive board by Sean Price. As Bob Jones comes back the other direction.
Those are the shots you can't miss later in the season. That's a tie ball. Looked like it was tied up.
Anderson stuck his hand in there. Now Price comes away with the steal this time. Buskey sets his feet, and he misses that three.
Well, he may not have gotten completely set, but looked like he measured it up pretty well.
Tom Jones working it around the perimeter. Dean now doubled up, and Anderson gets the steal this time. He's going to take it himself, and he'll head to the line.
I would say this. The referees are getting a workout too, Killian. They're up and down the floor.
Yeah, they're certainly running. As Travis Anderson, the redshirt junior from Atlanta, Georgia, at the free throw line.
We had a chance to talk to Dr. Tony Miller. You got to hear some of that. And I always wonder, as we see this little steal here and the foul, and we were asking him, because when you have a doctor's degree, you write a thesis, and it has to be very specific. And he wrote about non-athletes versus athletes and their grades in college. But the interesting fact was, it was the same people when they brought those sports in at Bob Jones University. How did it affect their grades when they went from being a non-athlete to a student athlete? And believe it or not, in most cases, the grades went up. Pretty cool information there from Dr. Tony Miller.
It was interesting getting to hear him say that, the assistant coach for Bob Jones, as the ball just kind of squirts through. Jameer Moore out on the floor for the first time as 61-24. Buskey and Price pestering. Price with the steal. Gives it off to Buskey through the contact, and he'll finish.
A little leaner
11
there.
Now. There's an aggressive attempt at the ball by Jameer Moore. It's going to be a foul on him. He went right through Hayes' brush.
Another one of those non-contact fouls. My God. These guys are getting really hit both ways.
It's a fast game and it's a physical one. So far today is Hayes Brush, the junior from Greer, South Carolina. Brush coming to this one. 4.5 points per game in their first two. He had 7 points and 6 assists against Montreat College. Yeah, he averaged 12 points per game last season for Bob Jones.
It's like perfect from the line so far this season, so.
He stays that way. Chavez back out on the floor. He's only played 7 minutes tonight as Hamrick misses everything with that turnaround shot.
You could hear the slap on that one.
Jaquavian Florence picks up his second foul.
A little slap right there. I guess that's good to make sure it's not a three-point play. Go ahead and block it.
Yeah, if you block it, you promise that it can't go down. As Dean hits the first. He's 3 of 4 from the line, just 2 of 8 from the floor. As trying to jump that pass was Dean just after he missed the free throw.
A little bit of a lazy inbounds play there, so you've got to be careful.
.22 seconds. Shot clock is off as Buskey dribbles it up. He's got Dickerson in his face. Jameer Moore, spot up 3.
Shots from the three-point line. You're taking your opportunities. How do you get them to drop?
You know, this is our third game this week at the end of a lot of traveling, and I feel like some of that was legs. I really do feel like we're going to have a better shooting performance in the second half. We had some different lineups that we haven't had, trying to give everybody a chance to play, and I feel like once we have our regular rotation in, you're going to see some of the better shooters taking those shots.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Killian.
Thanks, Anna. Good to hear from head coach Burton Uaro as his team back underway. They trail big time, but as he said, third game in a week. They've had a lot of travel, and again, this is one you're just trying to see what you've got and find your rotation for conference play once it gets going.
Well, it would have helped if you've seen that ball drop by Blair, but starting off similar to the way we started the first half.
Devin Dean picks up his second foul right out of the chute here in the second half as Buskey tried to go coast to coast. Buskey having a good night, 11 points. We're going to try and add on after that. And he had a rough game shooting against Wake Forest. He was 0 of 7 from the floor, 0 of 5 from beyond the arc. He's playing much better today.
Yeah, once again, a lot of confidence. Depends, your shooting really depends on that confidence level. And if you don't see that first ball go in, or first one or two, that confidence level drops.
Joe Powell running the offense this time up the floor. Wing three, and that one takes a bounce off the rim and up and over to the backboard.
That's hard to do, actually. I wonder, as you think about this score, how different the two locker rooms were as far as coach instruction. Because, I'd say Coach Radebaugh says you want to come out with that same intensity, and that's what we're seeing.
Buskey, 5 points right out of the break. He's got 16 now. As spinning, getting some space, and Bowser pinned that one against the backboard.
Now, good hustle by one of the Bruins to maintain possession, but Bowser right up there making it hard at the rim.
The size, Cedarius Bowser, 6'9" as he's listed on the roster. Another block, and Bowser still fighting down below, but good offensive positioning by Blair, and he gets the board and puts it in. Buskey trying to put it back. Cedarius Bowser.
Boy, looked like he had just been at the basket at the other end, and look up, and there he was, traveling up and down the floor.
Good hustle by the big man. Dean spinning through the lane, and it'll be a foul on Cedarius Bowser, his first.
Well, one thing we didn't see early in the game, there was a lot of contact allowed to happen. Now they're calling it a little tighter here as we start this second half.
Now, something we mentioned the first couple minutes, seemed like we barely saw any whistles. As good cut towards the basket as Tajay Kelly pokes it away. Shek Fei, right-handed slam.
Boy, have a ball game, young man. He's having a good one.
15 now for Fei as Dean thought about the three. Fuller from deep. Too short, Price with the board. Kelly in stride, and he's going to be fouled. If you wanted to see, you talked about Garris Schwarting, the wide receiver for Charleston Southern. That was a catch in all sorts of traffic.
I'd say these guys could play a little tight end. Look at that little tip out to Price now. There's our, what is that, fifth or sixth? Are you keeping track, Kelly? I've lost track.
Plenty of them for Charleston Southern today. Nice quick shot, Chavez. Kelly gets the board, and he'll go to the free throw line after he got tied up.
Well, one thing you don't want to see in a game like this is anybody getting hurt. And yet you still want to play hard. And so as we saw him going after that ball, he had traffic all around him, as you said.
We'll have to see how Barclay Radaball wants to handle this second half, or if we're going to start to see more of the bench and when we start to see more of it.
Yeah, good free throw shooter. Kelly coming in right around 77%.
Kelly,
of course, the little jinx there.
Right on cue. Fuller. Straightaway three. That one rung around as Harris Jr. with the board.
Boy, he thought about, Kelly was down the floor quickly. He thought about firing a pass.
Clinton goes through the contact, and he draws the foul.
You know, it looks like one of the emphases at halftime might have been take it to the basket. You notice how many drives the Bucks are taking right in and drawing the fouls, as we see right there.
Yeah, the freshman Clinton, he's got 8 points so far today. Make it 9. That's something you like to see, especially you come off the back-to-back games against Wake Forest, Ole Miss, Power 5 opponents. You think maybe a little more physical and everything. Come out the very next game and try to establish that.
Go right back at it, yes. And we're seeing it right now, particularly the second half. Not as many fast breaks, but a lot of drives to the basket on the half-court offense.
Powell gives it off, blocked from behind by Price. As Knox pushing the tempo. Harris went up for the dunk, got his own rebound. Still rolling around.
Grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Welcome back into the Buck Dome, where the Charleston Southern Buccaneers lead the Bruins 77-29. I'm Anna Whitty. The word of the season for Charleston Southern is pursuit. They have a tough schedule ahead as they look on to take Georgia Tech and Clemson next week. Coach Radeboss said this is a season for his team, so using the word pursuit is going to help his team as they look forward and fight in this tough schedule.
Thanks, Anna. You see it there. Georgia Tech and Clemson next week. Kennesaw State on the road before they're back at home. And it is a tough go, but it's a tough non-conference to lead into what should be a very competitive Big South.
Absolutely. And it's interesting, too. You don't play a lot of teams at your own skill level here. It seems you're playing the big schools or one of these smaller schools. So it's kind of a big mountain to climb or a little cruise as you see that good shot.
Yeah, Kenny Garrick, the sophomore from Covington, Georgia, as A.J. Hamrick. Easy two.
Value and strength to get you there. Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength.
Now Pepsi presents What Fans Like, because Pepsi knows what fans like. Finally got some fans back in the building, and John, it certainly feels good. It brings a new life, a new energy to the Buck Dome when you got people enjoying the game here.
Boy, I don't know if it seems louder than ever or if it's just we're not used to it yet, but boy, it's loud and exciting, and they're seeing a pretty good show here today as well.
Yeah, we certainly are. Make sure you pick up an ice cold, refreshing Pepsi today. Pepsi, that's what I like. As these fans, at least those donning the blue and gold for Charleston Southern, certainly liking what they're seeing, as A.J. Hamrick, he reared back and threw one down. It's not going to count.
He's a fun player to watch. Fun player to watch. We'll see him right here with 2 or 3 rebounds.
Now, and he looked like he was angry at the rim.
It might have been a pretty hard foul there. I don't know.
Hamrick, the freshman from Rock Hill, he went to Westminster Catawba Christian. He's a 14 points per game, 6 rebounds during his 3 high school seasons there.
Nice smooth touch on the free throw. Yeah, I don't know if we'd ever holler out a gentle slam, but I was anyone to see Coach. I think Coach made a good point there for the Bruins. A lot of traveling. Where does shooting start with your legs? And if you're tired, it's going to be just a little bit off, and that's what we've seen here today for the Bob Jones squad.
Yeah, and they played just 2 days ago against Montreat College. Nice cutting and trying to go to the rim, blocked by Hamrick. Harris Jr. trying to go coast to coast. Clinton finishes through the contact.
It's amazing how they can hang in the air, change their angle, and get the shot off.
Chavez, look out rim. Oh, and he lays it in.
A gentle play there.
Chavez laughing at the bench.
Look at them. They got their mouths wide open. Like, where was the slam?
They were ready for it. We were ready for it. Hamrick with another block. Chavez misses the 3, chases down his own board, and now Clinton fouled by Garrick.
Well, if you see where that, first of all, he knew exactly where the ball was going. So watch here now. He's going to take the shot. He comes, gets the rebound, gets the foul. But Coach Radeboss is saying, hey, you've got to be back on defense. So once your point guard runs in for that rebound, you're leaving it wide open.
As a miss, Hamrick goes back up. He has it stripped from behind, and now a foul. Clinton a little aggressive going after the ball as Travis Anderson just checked back in. The redshirt junior, the new captain from Atlanta, Georgia. And for more on TA's return to the floor, here's Anna.
Coach Radebaugh said that Travis Anderson has made huge strides this season after having a huge Achilles injury last season. He's trying to get up to 15 minutes today against Bob Jones, but he's struggling defensively to keep players in front. Not because he physically can't do it. It's a mental thing. When you have the kind of injury he had last season, it's really hard to not think about that painful injury and how much it hurt.
Thanks, Jenna, as Couples brings it back up the floor. And we've seen, I think it's fair to say, Anderson has looked better defensively today as the ball all over the floor, and an easy 2 for Henry Blair. But that's the biggest thing. It's all about confidence, especially after suffering a ruptured Achilles in the opener last season.
Well, the main thing is he's out there. He's part of the team. You mentioned being a captain. Now that's quite a bit of confidence by your teammates.
Here is Anderson. Yeah, he was voted a team captain the day before their season opener as Anderson has it blocked. Went in for the steal.
Is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
You're watching Big South College basketball on ESPN Plus. It is presented by Sunbelt Rentals. We have equipment for that. Bob Jones University Bruins. It's been a tough day, a long week, lots of travel, and 11:36 left before they can head back up to Greenville and get home for the first time in a while. As the first one drops for Caleb Clinton. Clinton, he's had a very good game today. At the moment, 13 points, 9 rebounds.
Say that double-double is very much in reach. Say that double-double is very much in reach. But he's coming out.
There's still a lot of time left. Jameer Moore will come in and get some action.
Give you a little history here, Killian. You ready for this?
Hit me with it.
Back in the day, right? That Son Emily, when he was playing, I remember a game with VMI. Now, VMI at that time was in the Big South Conference. Very fast-paced team. Charleston Southern scored their 100th point with nearly 8 minutes left to go in the game against a conference opponent, and they ended up scoring a total of 114. Son Emily was almost like his coming out party. He had like 30 points. You know, it was one of those games, but we're edging closer and closer to triple digits here as well.
They certainly are. Sean Price with the rebound. 91 the lob. Tajay Kelly decided to not get too fancy. 9 now for Tajay.
I think he looked down through the basket and figured out where to put it.
For a big guy, he certainly can get up, and good defense now from Kelly. Still a blistering tempo as Price makes his way through, and they're saying it's an offensive foul.
Called by the official on the side, so had a better angle. We'll see right here. Ooh. Like a trip, maybe. Was a foul on Kelly?
Yeah, they gave it to Kelly as it looked like Couples was trying to make his way through.
Like an illegal screen. Yeah.
That's just Tajay Kelly being a bigger guy.
If you or I ran into Kelly, we'd be at the hospital right now, right?
If I were out there on the floor playing this game, you would have needed to wheel me to the hospital at halftime. There's no way I would have made it to this point. As Joe Powell trying to inbound it. He gets it in, and there'll be a foul and a whistle. And for more from the huddle of the visitors, here's Anna.
In that last timeout, Coach Uraro told his team they have bad space, looking for the second option. Charleston's Southern is denying the first option offensively, but they've only had 7 points in the last 10 minutes. He wants them to look for more options on the offensive side of the court.
Thanks, Anna, as Henry Blair gets his 12th point of the afternoon. Splits them from the line as Harris Jr. emphatic with the rebound. As that one, I have no idea if that was punched, kicked, kneed.
I think it was a karate chop from the right hand, and you'll see it if we have the replay. It was, I've never seen a ball hit that hard with a fist.
I mean, we've got our headsets on, and I could hear it.
Boom. A karate chop. Nicely done there. I'll see, that was Hughley.
Kelly spins through the painted area, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Well, that was a foul of hugging as he went up. See that little karate chop. Well, here comes now. Watch it. Whack. Great camera work. How about that, Killian? And that ball's out of the park.
I've never seen a basketball do that. It looked like we were playing handball.
It was like a tennis ball shooting out there, wasn't it? Yeah.
Emery Knox, Caleb Clinton getting back out there. Needs one more rebound for that double-double.
Double-double coming up.
There's Kelly trying to get himself to double digits. And he misses them both from the line. Big three, Henry Blair. He's been one of the bright spots for this Bruins team today.
May get to his 20-point average. We'll see.
Letting Kelly work this second half. Harris Jr. pull up too strong. Powell with the rebound.
Bruins blocked out well on that rebound.
Brush tried to step into a three, but Price spinning around. Kelly extra pass. Great teamwork. MJ Harris Jr. with his first points of the second half. And right back the other way, Tajay Kelly with the rejection.
This is a track meet.
It really is. Kelly's going to come out and get a breather. Somebody needs to get him some oxygen.
Look at the referees. They're catching their breath. It is up and down.
Knox going to inbound it, and for the first time in what seems like forever, he walked. Knox, good dish out, too short, as good pass ahead for Brush. The layoff, nice move, and blocked, and it'll actually end up being a foul as Jaquavian Florence. They're going to actually give it to A.J. Hamrick. Team in the land stays undefeated.
Well, and one of those things, you give Charleston Southern a little bit of publicity out there and kind of a recruiting game possibly. Find out, hey, you get to play some of those big guys.
It's always fun. You get to go play down between the hedges as first one up by Stephon Hughley, his first points of the afternoon. Hughley, the junior from Long County, Georgia, makes them both.
Well, the Buccaneers are used to playing the Bulldogs, just not those Bulldogs. However, I remember, here we go again.
All right.
Back in the day, CSU beating the University of Georgia in baseball, coming back from a 4-1 deficit in the bottom of the ninth and beating the Bulldogs. How about that? Our producers, they remember this.
Yeah, a walk-off hit by pitch.
Yeah. I think the player never felt that one as they knew the game was won.
Getting yourself a Buccaneer history lesson. Emery Knox, he levitated to the basket on that one. He was practically at the top of the backboard when he put it in.
1 point away.
And that's going to be a foul on Knox. Knox was trying to use the baseline as an extra defender. As getting ready to inbound the ball, actually into the bonus. So Devin Dean will go to the line, and while he's there, here's Anna Whitty.
In that last timeout, Coach Radeball was very happy with his team, except when it came to rebounding for the Bruins. They've held them to only 5 defensively in the second half, but as soon as the Bruins win the ball, he wants his team to track back defensively. Secondly, he wants his team to continue to get better and just work on their fundamentals.
There's Hamrick with a rebound as Dean splits him from the line. Florence, corner three, right down the middle.
And we hit triple figures. 102 with 7:30 to go.
Now the rest of the bench going to start to get emptied out for Charleston Southern. Dean, kick, brush in the corner, and another bank shot.
I've seen 3 long distance bank shots now of this Bruins team.
They've all been from interesting angles. Caleb Clinton, oh my goodness. 16 now for the young man. Hamrick with a block. Knox steps into a 3 and he got blocked from behind.
I think that was, it should have been touched or blocked. There was either a foul or a block one. You don't shoot a ball 15 feet.
Jacob Shatters checking in for the second time in his collegiate career.
Coach is still asking how that wasn't a block shot.
Brush. Extra pass, Dean. And the rebound by Jameer Moore. Moore drives through the lane. Easy 2 for Jameer Moore. Right back the other way go the Bruins. Corner 3, too strong. As Shatters has it poked out from behind him as Matt Davis going to check in for the Buccaneers now.
Well, clearing the bench in a good way.
6:05 to play, 106-47. As Davis, turnaround jumper, too strong. Shatters with the offensive board, though. Knox, step back 3. Rings around as Daniel Fuller was a little slow getting back. It looks like he took a shot to the face. And it rolls in for Hughley.
Yeah, still checking the right eye. It looks like he's okay, but once again, very physical.
Knox, crossover, spin move. Now Florence through the contact, count the basket, and 1.
Yeah, it took a little while for the ball to decide to go in, but he'll have a chance for the 3.
Florence, good footwork, strong finish, and a little help off the back iron as Bob Jones
it's one
down by, I think at 50 now, or 60. Excuse me, a 60-point deficit as it's been a tough go for them, and they've had a tough schedule. For more on that, here is Anna.
Coach Uaro said he came to Charleston Southern because he wanted his two players in Devin Dean and Joe Powell to get minutes in their hometown. They both played at First Baptist High School, and he wanted them to have the opportunity to play in front of fans, friends, and family and get an experience against a Division I team here in South Carolina.
Rattling home the three, Jameer Moore, and that is a cool thing. That's the nice thing about some of these programs, and it's cool of Coach Uaro to look at his roster and go, you know what, I got two guys from here. Let's get them a chance to play at home.
Yeah, the Powell and Dean, there's another three, and substitute coming in. Look at the whole team. It's just a timeout to sub.
Jameer Moore, back-to-back threes.
Well, you can see as we're walking in, I noticed some Bob Jones fans, and that makes sense that these two guys right here from Charleston having their family and friends come out and see that great shot.
There is Dean. Handoff and bounces off for Blair, and there'll be a whistle. And second foul on Emory Knox. 16 players in uniform today for Charleston Southern, and now all 16 have played as Tyler Shaftsma just checked in a moment ago.
And all but three have put a point on the board.
It's the three who just checked in.
So chances are they may get a chance here to put a point on the board as well.
4:14 left to go. Knox going to drive. Hamrick spinning. Can't get through. Is now coming back the other way. Garrick, and a good finish. A little bit of contact with Henry Blair. He's got 17 now. Shatters. Good crossover. Drives. Hamrick the putback.
Well, I'm not sure, Kelly, what that means when you're hitting your head. It means I got fouled or great job of getting it put down.
It's going to go out. It'll be Charleston Southern basketball. The Dew. There you go. Killian McClatchy, John Peters. Mountain Dew, the preferred beverage option
Some serious,
of John Peters.
Serious stuff right here, yes.
Welcome in. We appreciate you guys spending your afternoon with us. It's been a fun one if you're a Charleston Southern fan, as Jacob Shatters step back three. Flying in for the offensive rebound, though, is Jameer Moore, and Shaftsma was out of bounds.
Well, they're trying to allow those other three players to score. I can see that, Killian, as we finish this out. Henry Blair, he's still looking for those that average of 20 points.
Well, in the opener against Johnson and Wales, Charleston Southern, 15 players played, 15 players scored, and nifty basket there from Henry Blair, who's got 19 now, inching closer to that 20-point average. Moore straightaway three, no good. As Blair goes coast to coast, and there is 21 now.
There it is. Well, this team coming into today was shooting 44% from three-point range. This Bruins team today, 21%.
Shaftsma spins through, too strong. Hamrick there to clean things up. 13 now for the freshman from Rock Hill, as Blair just trying to take over and do it all himself, as he was blocked. And for a little bit more on the junior Henry Blair, here's Anna.
Bruins Henry Blair is at his third college. This is his first season with the Bruins, and coach said he has great composure, great leadership, and that's what allowed him to adapt so well to this offense and be a captain for this team. He's had 21 points in this game, and what's allowed him to be such a great player for this team is he has the accumulation of just having great composure on all cylinders.
Thanks, Anna. Henry Blair, he's going to be a key piece for this Bob Jones team once they get into conference play later on in the year. As here's Trevor Brunson. Fuller. Jump stop. Good defense by Matt Davis. As Barclay Radebaugh telling his team to slow down. Shatters goes through. He's blocked. As we start to wind down. Garrick, nice finish. And we'll have a timeout from Bob Jones as they're going to start to get a few players in, one of which they're going to get the local guy, Devin Dean, back in the game for the final 126.
Well, it'd be interesting, too, if we see Joe Powell finish it out as well. But both benches trying to get everybody in, and you'd like to see some of these guys score that don't get to play much.
No look. Shaftsma goes through, and he's blocked by Fuller. Dean pushes it up to Garrick. Then Moore. 60 seconds left. Shatters for three.
So close.
The bench is waiting to explode for Charleston Southern, and that's going to be a block. Jameer Moore thought he had his feet set.
He might get an Oscar for that one. Let's see.
Yeah, those feet still tip-tapping
a little, yeah. A little tap dance in the lane.
Devin Dean.
I don't think anybody's left the stadium here, the Buck Dome. It's still, you know, normally a game like this, a lot of people, they're still watching. They've just missed this, I think, you know.
Well, certainly. I know I can't speak for you, but I know myself. I've missed this place. I've missed having fans in the arenas.
Oh, yes. The only time I didn't miss the fans was when I was refereeing. It was a little too easy.
There's nobody to keep you in check then.
Right.
Clinton gonna drive and he'll be fouled. Clinton will go to the line. 16 points, new career high for Caleb Clinton. A young career, albeit, but 16 for him, looking to try to add to it.
Got 4 Buccaneers in double digits. Couple now for the Bruins, Blair and Dean.
So Fuller going to come out, and here is Joe Powell. So the two Charleston natives getting a chance to finish this game out. And it's Clinton to the line, and to look forward for Charleston Southern. A couple big games next week. We already mentioned it. They got at Georgia Tech on Monday, and then later on they head up to Clemson.
Yeah, a couple of good challenges. You'll learn a lot about this team to see if they can apply some of the things they've learned. Oh.
It's going to be out. Matt Davis trying to just pop it back up into the basket off the offensive rebound.